Hi everybody, it's Bonka922. Well, Metal Day is over. Not completely over. Next week I got that concert. Yeah. And I might be going to another one in January. Let's hold off on that. This is about something else. Fairytale chapter surprisingly enough came out early. Whoa. Mad early. Whew. Came out today's Friday. So it comes out Saturday or Sunday. But anyway, it came out 259. I saw King of Lightning, his video, and he was saying, I was right. To some extent, he was. But that's something else. Okay, basically, 259. Weird name. The three pages, 2 pages, is promoting the movie, the Fairytale movie coming out. Another one's a colored page of scenes from the fight that happens between Natsu and Max. And alright, let's get into it. Basically, we start off with Natsu and Max. They're fighting. And surprisingly enough, Natsu's having a hard time fighting Max. And it showed. And it basically shows this 7-year gap. It shows that he isn't as strong. I mean, not as strong as he used to. And eventually he pulls out the lightning attack. Basically the fire lightning roar. And he says, and then Max is like, he says it ever. And he's like, who's next? And he's like, oh no. And they get scared, they don't do anything. And then he falls, and then Lucy states that, oh, obviously you can't do that. Wouldn't recommend doing it during a battle. And then Gray's there, and they start talking about, oh, except for Laxus and Gildarts, me, Natsu, and you, Lucy, we're weak. We're not up to par with everybody else. Now, to some extent, Hero should have. I suppose he should have brought this out earlier. You know? He should have brought this out earlier. He shouldn't have just start bringing this up now. He could have in some way just not had them stay in stasis. Instead, during that 7-year gap, they're training. But he didn't do that. So, when King of Light was saying, oh, Bro was right. And he was right. It's true. You saw this coming. You knew this was coming. I mean, 7-year gap. You actually think them staying in stasis and it's a 7-year gap, and all of a sudden, we can still beat these guys. Give me a break. They're going to change. But anyway, that's what happened there. And then we move on to, after that, so now they have amongst themselves, and they're going to go and find that medicine lady. The medicine advisor of Fairytale, Polly. I can't even say her name. It's so hard to say. While that's going on, Makarov is at the Fairytale Guild, and he's about to announce the new master. And he's like, new master of Fairytale, Guildarts, and he looks, and he's like, huh? And he's like this weird face, and he sees Mirror Jade. He says, Master, read this. And it's a note from Gildart saying that he doesn't want the job as master. And he says that he's gonna leave, and he'll be back. And basically he has 2 conditions. He says, number 1, to make Laxus official member of Fairytale, which was, in all aspects, needs to be done. That needed to be done. That's a good job there. And the second thing he wanted was to have Makarov remain the fucking master. So, that to me, it's a con. That's a big con to me. Because it's like, and King of Light said it himself, it's sort of the same thing. It's like, Gildarts pulled a Jiraiya. Jiraiya didn't want to become Hokage. Well, Gildarts didn't want to become Master of Fairytale. So that's what that happened there. And he walks out, and Kana just ripped Shinjin she gives him this card, and she rips it up, and that's all there is to there. And that's basically what happened. Now, while this is going on in the guild itself also, there's a conversation Urza's having and everyone's having, and about the 7-year gap and everything, about 7 years and so on and so forth, where Fairytail is. And Romeo mentions this thing that they can do to jump up and they could be #1 again. But everyone who's there at Fairytail, including, it's Romeo's father actually, he says, "Not that thing." He says not to mention it. And then Markov looks at him and he says, "Well, what are you talking about, fourth master?" And he says, "Don't call me. Are you going to keep calling me that, sixth master?" A little conversation they're having. And after that, we go back into the forest where it's Natsu, Gray, Lucy, Wendy. They're knocking on the woman's door, the Polly, whatever her name is, to get medicine to help them get stronger, their magic stronger. And then she says, "Fuck off, get out of here." She hates humans. I hate humans, and she leaves. While they're leaving, though, Wendy gets a look on her, like to state she reminds her of someone. So then they're moving away, and I might have skipped, didn't really go on over that. But you go away, and everyone's tired and everything. And Ray looks at Wendy and says, "Well, what's wrong, Wendy?" And she says something. Why are you crying? Have you ever met her before? Is that it? She says, "No, there's something familiar about her." And she says, what does she say? Oh, that's right. She says, the way her voice sounds and her flavor. King of Lightning was right about this. It wasn't translated correctly. I think she meant her scent. That's what I think it meant. She meant to say her scent. It's just like Grandina. And everyone's like, got a shocked face on, especially Natsu. And that's how it ends. Okay, here's what I have to say about the chapter. The end was a big pro. I like where this is going. I like the fact now this is a huge thing, huge lead on Grandina. Huge lead. Now, that's the only thing. Is it really possible that she's really a dragon? I'm bringing this up to everyone, my subscribers, and everyone comment right now and ask and really think, and this is a pro for me, this announcement in the end of this chapter. But is she really a dragon? Can it be possible that she got a human form and then all of a sudden she becomes a dragon? That's what I'm wondering. But that was a big pro. Another pro, I guess King of Lightning wouldn't call this a pro, but I'm calling it a pro because I think it shows that we're moving along. The fact that they now have to climb. It's like they have to climb up the ranks. They really do. Another pro is the thing that Romeo mentioned. I think that's a pro. I really do. The con, Guild Arts, the master situation. I think that's a huge con because we're not moving. You're just sticking with Makarov, and thought they could have done something. I mean, I know Guild Arts left, but couldn't you have done something with it? But overall, this was a good chapter. However, because of the situation with Guild Arts and because of how the master situation went off, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. I want to see more. Hopefully next week we get into some more details with this woman, the old woman, the Fairytail medicine advisor. Because I'm telling you right now, if she really is a dragon, Hero does this right, pretty interesting stuff. But through I like King of Lightning. He just got some good reviews there. But I'm just saying, well, from my opinion, I think there were 2 pros in this and 1 con. The con for me was Guild Arts and the whole master situation. I don't think, they could have gotten a better. They could just has to be Makarov. I mean, can't you just have Latin? I mean, Mira Jane, Larissa, any of those S-Class scissors, they couldn't fill the bill? That was the only con, I think. The pro was the end. That was a big pro for me. That looks it is going in the right direction. Um, and the whole thing that they need to be stronger after 7 years, you know what was coming. You know what was coming. That actually could be a pro and a con. It's a con because, Hero could have done it differently. It's a pro in that, now they're really going to have to, find a way to get stronger in order to bump off the other guilds. So, we'll see. Things look good. This has been Bonkai 920. I really like this chapter. This was a good chapter. I like what's happening here. I like getting to the dragons. Hopefully we get some good stuff, Kubo. Come on up. I said Kubo? Oh, God. Hero. Continue on. Continue on. See you guys later.